Hey guys, RedPandaMining here. How you guys all doing? Hope you're all doing really well and having a really great day. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the hash rates for a Nvidia CMP 50HX. And this is a GPU that is based on the Turing architecture, so I believe this is comparable to a RTX 2080 Ti, and it has 10 gigabytes of VRAM. It's got 320 memory bus width. Also, the power for this GPU requires two 8-pins, and the max TDP of this card is 250 watts. But of course, we're going to try and undervolt it and see if we can get efficiency when it comes to mining on this card. So of course, guys, I will have a Google Doc with all the hash rates, all my settings for this Nvidia CMP 50HX. And thank you to nerdgears.com for sending me this 50HX for this video to do the hash rates for you all. And they also have this for sale on their website, so if you guys are interested in this GPU after you see the hash rates, feel free to check it out. Alright guys, so without further ado, let me go ahead and plug this into my test bench, and we will start off with Ethereum, of course. Alright, so we'll see what hash rate we get. Alright, there's the 50HX, and this is the Ethereum hash rate. We are getting 57.04, 137 watts in the software. But at the power measuring device, we are utilizing, around the same 136, 137. It fluctuates a bit. Now, I'm curious about the power at the riser and at the GPU. So the GPU has two 8-pins. So PCIe 1 is utilizing about 32 watts on the riser itself. Now, at PCIe 2, which is the two 8-pins that go at the top of the GPU, it says here we are using 103, 104 watts. It's fluctuating a bit from 98 to 104. So that's at the top of the GPU. So that's cool. We know the numbers exactly. And this is my batch file for Ethereum in T-Rex Miner. We're using the absolute core clock 1100, mem clock 1100, fan at 60. So I'm not using MSI Afterburner to achieve these settings. And I did try a bunch of other settings, which you guys will see in the Google Doc. It was quite unstable when I did anything higher than 1100 memory. So 1120, 1140, 1150, 1150, 1200, like it just would not mine. It wouldn't be stable at those numbers. So it looks like 1100 memory was good. Absolute core clock, I tried 1200, but wasn't as stable. So 1100 worked better for me in this case. So yeah, efficiency is not too bad at 57 mega hash, but not as great as a non-LHR like 3060 Ti or 3070 in that regard in terms of the Ethereum hash rate and efficiency. Anyways, I'll give more of my thoughts about the GPU. Now let's try Flux. Alright, we are using Mini Z Miner, the beta version, and we are getting 61.4 to 61.3 souls per second on the 50HX. These are the settings I am using in MSI Afterburner, 70% PL, 150 core, 1000 memory on this guy. And so at the wall, well, at the PMD, so in the software it says 156 watts in the software, and I think I've seen it at about 156, 158 as well, but I have specified that in the Google Doc. So I have tried different power limits and all 150 core, 1000 memory in Afterburner. So I've tried Gminer as well, but the souls, the hash rate was just not as high as Mini Z. So Mini Z is looking like it's a lot better, and it seems like 70 PL seems to be the sweet spot in terms of efficiency for this 50HX at 70% PL. So we're getting about 61, around there, 61 souls on this card. Alright, so that's Flux. Let me go ahead and try Ravencoin next. Okay, Ravencoin, I'm getting 28.78 mega hash at about 179 watts in the software, and in Afterburner these are my settings. So the only thing I've changed is that I've gone up to 80% power limit, 150 core, 1000 memory, and at the PMD it's around the same as what the software is showing, about 180 watts, I'm going to say average. So I did try other power limits for Ravencoin, as you guys will see in the Google Doc, as I tried 100 power limit, 80, 75, and 70. So it looks like, you know, relatively going from 80 PL to 75 or 70 PL, it has the same efficiency. So I was going from 28 mega hash to 27 to 25. So all relatively the same in terms of the efficiency. So it doesn't matter which power limit you go under 80 from what I've tested. So I've kept it at 80, getting about 28 as you guys saw. All right, let's go ahead and try Ergo. All right, on Ergo, we are getting 112 mega hash, 125 watts. I'm using absolute core clock, so we're using the batch file commands. And yeah, at the PMD, it's pretty low power consumption over there, 123 watts or so. So I did try a different power limit using MSI Afterburner 80 PL, but it was a lot more power, so about 180 watts. Or 178 according to the software, but at 108 mega hash. So using absolute core clock for Ergo seemed to be a bit better, but if we're comparing Ergo hash rates to like another GPU, I'm thinking like an RTX 3060 can do 100 mega hash as well, but at like 110 watts as well. So yeah, kind of interesting. You know, this GPU doesn't do too great on Ergo, but the power consumption is relatively competitive against other GPUs. Alright guys, I'm gonna do the rest of the hash rates offline real quick here, and then I will see you guys in the computer. We'll talk about all the other coins that I did real quick, and I guess we'll do a what to mine profitability, and I'll give you guys more of my thoughts regarding the CMP 50HX for mining. So I'll see you in the computer. Okay, so here is the other coins that I tested, and link down below to the Google Doc here in case you guys want to see, because I don't want to go through each individual hash rate here. You guys can see the numbers. So I want to go straight into now the profitability, and I do want to talk about some efficiency numbers against other GPUs in terms of Ethereum. Okay, so let's just look at the profitability first. I inputted all the numbers here that I could attain and achieve. 10 cents per kilowatt hour. Gonna hit calculate. And as of right now, as of recording, it is January 29th of 2022. So as of right now, this GPU 50HX can mine right now. The most profitable coin is Ethereum at $1.83 or $2.16 at free electric, if you had free electric. Now the next couple of coins here, which is pretty interesting, is Zero, Cortex, BitTube Cash, Flux, of course, Tent, Beam, and so on and so forth. Firo, Ravencoin's down here. So yeah, like this GPU is profitable to mine with right now. So Nerd Gears, they sell this GPU right now for $1,400. Okay, CMP 50HX 10 gigabyte graphics card. Now you guys know it says in stock as of right now, so I guess that means it must be available. Now, I just wanted to note that I have tested other CMP HX cards. You guys know I've tested the 30HX, which was not that great. I tested the 90HX, which was actually really good because it's based on the Ampere or like the 30 series GPU's architecture. So this GPU it's basically a 3080. So it does good in terms of hash rates. The 50HX here is based on the Turing architecture. So it is a generation like older, right? But it doesn't do too bad in terms of the relative hash rates against other GPUs. So as you guys know, like the 20 series GPUs are actually still great for mining till this day, right? Like the 2070 Supers, you know, all those kind of cards, 2080s. Here we go. I want to talk about, this is what maybe for some people wanting to buy this GPU, comparing it to other GPUs out there. So I have this is in my Google Doc. You guys can check this out as well, but it's at the very end of my hash rate sheet here called 30/A2000/all. It's just like an efficiency sheet comparing just Ethereum hash rate. Okay, I'm not comparing it against other coins yet. I am gonna be working on that in the future here. Anyways, the hash per watt is a pretty critical number here, which I go for because I love to go for efficiency, especially when you have your electrical prices are a lot higher. So in terms of, you know, mining with GPUs, you need to make sure you find the GPUs that you have the best efficiency with, not like, you know, 10 series cards, you know, older generation cards, and then you have high electricity prices. It doesn't make sense to buy those cards. It makes sense to go for more efficient GPUs like A2000s or 6600 XTs, which I recommend as of right now. But going with a 50HX, for example. So hash per watt, let me just do it by the GPU here. So as of right now, you can see the CMP 170HX is the most efficient GPU for mining Ethereum. Okay, 160 mega hash at about 220 watts. So you can see the efficiency numbers here. It goes from top to bottom. I'm doing it on this column here. So now looking at the 50HX, where does it rank here? So it ranks at 41% here, okay, at 57.04 at 137 watts. So if you're looking at this list right now, it's pretty much this 50HX is in the middle ground in terms of efficiency. This is just for mining Ethereum. Now, if you're looking at it, comparing it to like the 30 series cards, like all the LHR cards, okay, the 50HX does better efficiency against the LHR cards in terms of Ethereum. Okay, in terms of Ethereum. Now, if we were to compare it against now the dollar per hash, this might be a metric some people may be wondering, like, how much dollar per hash are you going to be spending if you were to buy a 50HX? So it looks like you're going to be spending $24.54 per mega hash, which is, again, relatively in the middle ground with, you know, 3090, which I have at $3,000, you know, 6700 XT, $1,100. These are all like kind of like scalped prices. Now, with the market kind of down, I don't know the state of the GPU prices. I made this list, these prices like, I would say couple months ago. So yeah, the prices may have come down, but they should all relatively come down the same. So these prices could still stand. So anyway, the 50HX, it is expensive in terms of the dollar per hash. Okay, so I just wanted to show this just in case some people were wondering, you know, which is the best GPU to buy, you know, what's the dollar per hash, that type of thing. So anyways, obviously the A2000 is at the top because, of course, depending on what price you can get the A2000s, they're the best dollar per hash. They're extremely, extremely efficient GPUs for mining. Anyways, guys, that's it. Let me know your thoughts. I would say, just to finalize my own personal opinion, like, this GPU is middle ground, great on mining Ethereum. It is also very good on mining all the other coins as well. Just a quick thing, I did look at the efficiency comparing it to Ravencoin. So like Ravencoin, for example, we can get 28.87, 178 watts. So I did do a little quick comparison to like a LHR, like a 3070 Ti. Okay, 3070 Ti can mine Ravencoin at 39, but 247 watts. Now that efficiency percent is about 15%. So if we go back to the 50HX, which is at 16%, so it looks like the 50HX is, it's really close. It's pretty much on par, same efficiency in terms of Ravencoin mining against a 3070 Ti. So take that information with a grain of salt, depending how much you can buy a 3070 Ti for versus a 50HX, right? It can be pretty comparable relative. So a 3070 Ti though, depending on what price you can get them at, they are, I would say, yeah, from 1100 and up right now. So in terms of other coins, not just Ethereum, then yeah, the 3070 Ti, if you can get the price under which the CMP 50HX is $1,400 versus the 3070 Ti is about $1,249 or less, then it might make sense to buy the 3070 Ti, obviously, because Ethereum is going to move to proof of stake. So it may not make sense to buy, you know, the 50HX versus the, you know, example 3070 Ti. Only way that these could make sense for someone, not as a residential miner, but maybe as a professional, I would say more of an industrial miner. Yes, these will probably make sense for those types of miners, more commercial grade style guys that can buy these in bulk, as I think these are meant for bulk buyers anyway. So anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on this card, and if there's anything I missed, let me know down below. Again, thank you to nerdgears.com. Guys, go check them out. Link down below. Nerdgears.com. They got a lot of stuff for sale. Mining motherboards, graphics cards. Looks like they got the A4000 in stock here, looks like, or pre-order. That's pretty cool. BC 160 mining cards. Oh, look at that. That's pretty awesome. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one, and peace out.